I agree with the guidance of the Attorney General. But you will comfort us if you said this particular issue being raised is at this stage Parliament, other than outlining the procedure that it will follow. Because there is the suspicion that maybe you have now changed your mind.
Right Honorable Speaker, I was just adding on to what the Right Honorable Prime Minister reported here and said the process of merging UETCL, UEGCL, and UEDCL is ongoing. It's currently ongoing. And like Honorable Mpuga said, there are so many things happening in the energy sector right now that cabinet is actually handling. So it is ongoing. It is currently ongoing, but we are just telling you that we could ask the Prime Minister to report back at an appropriate time.
Right Honorable Speaker, with your indulgence, I hear the land
Parliament ekutta akati beebuuza nti ebisale bya umeme ebitategeerekeka ebikyajingibwa abantu banna Uganda ani avunaanyizibwa ku nsonga eyo. Umeme egenda neteekawo charges ku banna Uganda ze batategeera. Bakyusizzaamu kati bakugamba nti n'emmita enkadde buli agiyina bagenda kugitwala babawe emmita endala. Beebuuza nti zino enkadde zaabaddeko ki? Tekabeere kakodi kwa kusasuzanga banna Uganda nsimbi ze batamanyiiko mayitire nga bagenda kubaleetera mmita empya ate nga nazo zaakusasuliranga. Kitegeeza nno nti luno olukwe lunene luviira ddala mu bakulu mu gavumenti. Olaba nti ababaka mu Parliament baagala kukisimbira kuuli bagamba eno ensonga tetegeerekeka okuggyako nga umeme emaze okuvayo n'ennyonnyola bulungi nnyo bannayuganda. Nsonga ki eteekesaawo ebisale ebya buli kaseera ebitategeerekeka ku masannyalaze gaayo? Nsonga ki ekyusisa meters batuuka okubagamba nti bagenda kuleeta mita empya abalina enkadde zibaggyibwengako? Haji Settuba omusomi w'edduwa yabikutuusaako nno. Haji Settuba omusanga ku ssimu 0703 31 39 25. Ono akola ku bizibu eby'enjawulo. Basomedde ku dduwa ze bamutendereza. Tagaba ddagala wabula ayita mu kusoma dduwa. Naye kyewaba akusomeddeko edduwa kituukirira naawe ne weewuunya. Mugezeeko tojja kwejjusa.
This is still under cabinet review. So when cabinet finishes to review, then they will report. They will report. Since this was even an administrative executive action that formed those entities. Yes, Christian.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Pursuant to our Rule 30(1) concerning petitions to this Parliament, Right Honorable Speaker, every application to Parliament shall be in form of a petition. Right Honorable Speaker, today, a group of youth that had brought their petition concerning the saving of Bugoma Forest.
Christian,
yes, right.
That petition is supposed to be brought to me, for me to authorize to be brought to the House. Don't just hijack for it to be brought to say it here. I also saw those youth, but I cannot talk because I've not got the petition. I'm still waiting for the petition.
Yes.
So bring the petition to the Speaker's office. No. My office is open. That is not, you don't ask for permission in the House. Bring the petition to the office. Doctor?
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. I would like to request your indulgence, whether it's procedurally right for us to move with the amendment bills for the rationalization, given the fact that there are other processes going on. Wouldn't it be procedurally right to request the Prime Minister to inform this House and the different committees on all those processes that are going on?
Which processes? Since you know the processes, why don't you tell us?
I think the Land Attorney General has told us that there are other agencies that are being handled by the executive, and there are those that are like the one that the Honorable has brought about the electricity. Because I find the committee is going to
We are not rationalizing energy, because what he has said is a process ongoing. That is not formed by any act of parliament.
Right, Honorable Speaker, my point is that as we go as committees to handle the bills that are presented here, it is possible that in the discussions and engagement with stakeholders, some of the issues will arise from other agencies that are being managed by
Handle it at committee level and report back to the House. Don't make the House to do work for committees. Next item.
Item 5, statement by Minister on the status of roads projects in the country.
Right, Honorable Speaker, this matter came up as a result of the impact, the negative or the devastating impact on the roads after the heavy rains that came here on the floor. This is a matter which we are still handling with the Prime Minister, Minister of Finance, because we don't want to come here on the floor and lament and lament. We want to come here with a report which also talks to solutions of what we have going to do. So we are still handling that matter, right, Honorable Speaker, and at the right time, we'll come and report to the House.
Honorable Minister, as you handle the matter, what happened to the 250 million shillings and for Q3 under the road fund?
Right, Honorable Speaker, funds are handled by Minister of Finance. I think the Minister of Finance is here. I'm also the recipient. So the Minister of Finance can give the update.
Honorable members, just wait. Honorable Minister, the money under road fund. So when you thought of amending road fund, you decided not to send money for road fund.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, it is true that when we issued the cash limits for Q3 in January, there was no provision of funds under UNRWA and Uganda Road Fund. I thought I rose to give you information.
So Honorable Minister.
Madam Speaker.
Honorable Minister, so you've already done rationalization of the two entities?
No, Madam Speaker, I beg your indulgence that I explain. This was occasioned by limited resources at the start of the quarter. Madam Speaker, if colleagues may recall, I made a commitment before this House that we shall be issuing an additional cash limit, which will include UNRWA and Uganda Road Fund. And I wish to report to the House that we have since issued an additional cash limit and provided 150 billion under UNRWA and 31 billion under Uganda Road Fund. I beg to submit.
So when was that done?
Madam Speaker, this was done at the start of last week.
So the money, the 250 for this quarter is covered under that 31 billion?
Madam Speaker, I need to to consult. Colleagues. Madam Speaker, I need to check the exact figures for Q3 under Road Fund And also check for Q3.
Honorable Musas, not to bother you so much. We can give you 5 minutes to consult, then you come back and give us the position. Okay. Honorable Works, Jinja Kampala Highway. When the loan was approved since 2020 and nothing has taken place, they said it was an issue of PAPs.
Right Honorable Speaker, KJE or Kampala-Jinja Expressway, as commonly known, is in the process. We are now in the stage of contracting. There are a number of steps which you have to undertake. This is not a simple project. It's a PPP project. And there are so many stages which we must qualify before the project comes into maturity. We have to pay at least more than 90% of the project affected persons. We have to resettle even those people who by law, and I brought that here on the floor, even by law of Uganda are not allowed to be settled. But because this is a PPP, those people who are staying in the wetlands, the ones who have no land titles, the elderly who are not able to take the money, we have to prepare for them to have a better life than what they are living now. That takes time. Now, the last stage which we have now finished is the partial risk guarantee which the Attorney General has cleared. That means that now we can put out the project for contracting because most of the hurdles have been overcome. That's the
so when do we get to know how far you have gone? You know, we are all beneficiaries of this road.
Yeah, Right Honorable Speaker, that one is I can't put a time frame to say 2 weeks, 3 weeks, because it's a process. The contractors, the potential developers will apply. They will be assessed, and at the right time, when they have assessed the right.
So have you advertised?
We are in the process of advertising. Yes. You couldn't advertise when we have not overcome all these hurdles. It would not make sense. Because if you advertise and you have not cleared the PAPs, then you're advertising for what? You must advertise when you have enough land to give to the contractor. Thank you.